happy, happy New Year from these sacred banks of Mother Ganga, from this lap of the Himalayas, sending you all so much love at this time of the new year as we herald in 2022, bidding our farewell to 2021. And I know that 2021, even 2020, were years of such great struggle, such conflict, such uncertainty, such difficulty for so many, loss for so many, whether of loved ones, of our health, of our jobs, of our faith, of our hope, of our grounding. So much has been lost, and this time feels dark to so many of us. When are we ever going to finally emerge? But let us remember that so much comes out of darkness. When seeds sprout, well, it's very dark in the seed before it sprouts and becomes the flower that gives fragrance, the tree that gives us fruit and oxygen and shelter. It's so dark in the cocoon of the caterpillar before it sprouts and becomes the butterfly while it's in there being liquefied. It's dark in the womb where the fetus become child is getting ready to come out. And in all of those circumstances, it's also turbulent. If you've ever seen an egg with a baby chick about to hatch, you see the egg rock back and forth. It's shaking. Suddenly you see a little crack in the egg. Eventually the little wet, cute chicken head pops out of it. When a seed sprouts, also it shakes before sprouting. When the caterpillar has now become the butterfly and is going to burst out of the cocoon, there's struggle, lots of struggle. The cocoon shakes. The now butterfly has to push its way out, squeezing the matter, the mass of the center of the caterpillar body into its wings so it can fly. We know that birth of a baby is a time of great struggle. And yet, out of all of this struggle, out of all of the darkness, what emerges is life. Beautiful life, fragrant life, fruit-filled life, flying life of a butterfly. So as we are heralding in 2022, let us really ask ourselves, in the midst of this darkness, in the midst of this struggle, this turbulence and uncertainty, what are we giving birth to? What are we going to emerge as? What new fragrance, fruit, life are we giving birth to? Not that it isn't a struggle, it is. Not that it isn't difficult, it is. Not that we haven't all been through enough for lifetimes, we have. And yet we keep being given these beautiful opportunities to re-emerge. So at this time, at this beautiful time of the new year, give yourself a lot of love, a lot of compassion. You're struggling, it's dark, it's uncertain, and yet you are emerging. And allow yourself to spend some time as this new year is beginning. Really spend some time figuring out what can you let go of? What can you leave behind? It's like when the chicken becomes the chicken, well, the whole white and yellow of the egg that was there before gets left behind. It actually becomes part of the new chick. And the shell gets left behind. When the seed sprouts, well, the shell of that seed gets left behind. When the butterfly bursts out, the cocoon gets left behind along with so much of the liquidification from the caterpillar. It's been transmuted. Ask yourself, what is it that you can leave behind? What is it that was holding you back in that shell, in that seed, in that cocoon? What grudges, what anger, what pain, what obstacles, what false identities have you been holding on to and struggling with? And can you leave them behind in 2021? Can you say, okay, in 2021 I identified as the one who these happened to, the one who struggled with this, suffered with that. I identified as the victim of this, or the one who was betrayed, abandoned, cheated, who lost, who was abused, who suffered. Can we let go with compassion, with tenderness? But can we let go of that death grip on these identities we hold? And not just, of course, that which happened in 2021. That which we've been holding on to for decades. That which we carry forth in our lives that defines us as the one who. Figure out what you say, I am the one who. And how many of those identities are keeping you in boxes, keeping you stuck? Can you imagine if the butterfly kept thinking it was a caterpillar, and instead of bursting forth and flying out of the cocoon, said, I can't fly, I'm just a caterpillar, and crawled its way back down the tree and refused to fly because it kept thinking it was only a caterpillar? Or if the flower refused to blossom and open its petals because it thought it was still a seed. Imagine how much we would miss out if those beautiful fruit-giving trees never realized, I give fruit. Or the flowers realized, I give fragrance. How much would we all as the planet miss out? And how much, of course, would they miss out in not fulfilling their dharma that they're here for? And our dharma, to give our fragrance, our fruit, our light, our gifts to the world. Let yourself let go at this time of all of that falseness, an identity, an expectation, a grudge, a pain, an attachment. Whatever it may be that's keeping you stuck. Envision that you are here on the banks of Mother Ganga. Ganga is the one who takes and transmutes and brings that freedom, that liberation. But Ganga flows wherever you invoke her name, wherever you love her. If you can come here and be with us, nothing like it. Our arms and our doors are open. But if not, don't worry. Just invoke that Mother Ganga, that Mother Goddess within you. Go to a nearby body of water, a creek, a river, a lake, an ocean. If you don't have, go to your bathtub. It doesn't matter. But offer it. Offer it into flowing water. Or offer it into the soil, into the dirt beneath a tree. Back into Mother Nature, Mother Earth. to take that seed of you, that shell, that cocoon, so that as you walk into 2022 with tenderness, with love, with compassion for this newly emerging self, allow it. Allow it the way that the baby chick comes out and it's wet and stumbles around a little bit. And then slowly it's a beautiful chicken. Or as the butterfly emerges, also still wet from that cocoon, but its wings dry so quickly and it alights. In this new year, allow that self to break free. Allow yourself to come from the shell, from the egg, from the cocoon. And see that beautiful gift of you in every minute and every moment. And sending all of you so much love from these sacred banks of Mother Ganga. And looking forward to welcoming you all here, in person hopefully, with us in the brand new year. So much love to all of you, wherever you are in the world. You're in our heart.